guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you do not know me, it's your girl Leslie Monique. You already know what the video is because you clicked on it, right? But y'all, I am so excited to show y'all how I did my DIY knotless box braids on myself. But let me just say this, let me just put this out there, y'all. I am not a licensed professional. I do not claim to be a professional. So do not hop in the comments talking about, you ain't do this, you ain't do that. Okay, girl, we get it. But for the girls that get it. And the girls that don't. Because, y'all, when it comes to a protective style, I'm going to learn how to do it myself. I've always been that way. And it just worked out for me. I just can't get into paying people $300+ for something that probably ain't gonna last long in my head anyway. You know what I'm saying? In my previous videos before, like my hair videos, I always say I sweat in my head a lot. Like I work out, and when I'm teaching my classes, y'all, the first place I sweat is in my head. Like my roots will get super, super puffy. So, and then too, I'm very indecisive, y'all. I can want a style today and then tomorrow I want something totally different. That's why I learned how to do my own protective styles and do my own hair, because let me tell you something, I ain't rich and I don't want to pay people like that. Like I don't have money to just be paying people every week or every 3 days like that to change up my hairstyle. Now, when I was in high school and my mama was paying for my hair to get done going to the beauty shop, then yes, it was cool. But being a grown-up, y'all, life happens, and I'm not about to sit up here and be paying people to just be doing my hair repeatedly over and over. So I learned how to do it. But yes, get into it. For me personally, I feel like I did exceptionally well. These look so good. And I also looked at an old picture of myself when I actually went to someone and got my box braids done. I'm gonna pop a picture in right here. I'm going to show you guys, like, as you can see in the picture, like, to me personally, they look the same. True, I had more braids with this, like in this picture I had more braids, but what I'm saying is they look just as neat and just as clean. So I feel like if I'm going to pay $175, $200 or more, why not do it myself? Like, you can't beat that. Like, you paying for the hair, which is what, $7.99 a pack. You paying for the hair, like that's the most I want to pay is for the hair. That's it. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking to y'all and I'm gonna stop ranting. I'm just so excited that I really did good on this. Keep in mind, y'all, this is my first time ever doing this. My first time ever doing like knotless box braids. I've done individual braids on my own stuff, like with my real hair. I'll also pop in a picture right here so that you can see. I've done that with my real hair, but I've never tried it with actual like braiding hair. So this time I was just like, you know what? I'm talented. I catch on pretty quick, especially when it comes to protective styles. So let me try it. But yeah, this is my first time ever doing this, y'all. So without further ado, we're about to get into this video of how I did my knotless box braids, and let's get into this video. So guys, this is where I actually pre-parted my hair just to make it a little easier so that, you know, I'll have the sections already parted. Now, when I go in the back, the parting is a little janky, but that's because I don't have a extra mirror so that I can see in the back of my head. But hey, this is a DIY video. Never said we had to be perfect, but you get the gist. So This is what I did to make it easier for me. Next, I'm going to show you the products that I use. So I use the Cantu edge control. I love this edge control. It works perfectly for me. I love it. Next, I'm going to show you my braiding comb. I got this from my local beauty supply store. You can also get it from your local beauty supply store, or you can order it off of Amazon. Next, I'm going to show you my scrunchies. There they go. Now, this is for obvious reasons. And my braiding hair, which is the Rastafari Natural Straight. Now, this is pre-stretched hair, and it does come 3 to a pack. Next, I'm going to show you my peppermint oil, my jojoba oil, and last but not least, my castor oil. I use this to grease my scalp once I am done. Next, I'm going to show you my mousse to set the hair once I am done. And now, here is where I am using the edge control to pretty much slick down the parts around the hair. Just to make it a little neat and clean, just so I don't have any flyaways or anything like that. So if I want to wear like a side part or anything like that, it'll just look neat and clean. I smooth it down, and then I'm going to section my hair into 3 sections. Now, if you do not know how to braid hair, I would advise you to please go check out a braiding video on YouTube. Now, as you can see, I have my 3 sections of hair. I am going to take my index finger of my right hand, and I'm going to grip that hair. You see I have my index finger and my thumb finger. You see that? And I'm going to flip the hair over, going to get a piece of braiding hair, and I'm going to slip that hair in between the index and thumb finger. Now, once I do that, I blend it in with the piece that was on the top, and it's already blended in with the other piece. I'm going to take my index finger of my left hand and loop it through. Now I'm going to braid that down one more time. Take my index finger and my thumb of my right hand. As you can see, I'm going to flip that piece of hair over, and I'm going to add in another piece of hair. Now, I like to add in 3 pieces of hair so that it can be even amongst all 3 sections of hair that I separated. I'm going to braid this hair down about maybe like 2 times, as tight as I can, and then I'm going to take another piece of braiding hair in between my index and thumb finger, and then I am done adding hair. So I braided down for like maybe a couple times, and then I'm doing overhand braiding here. Now, I actually flip it over and I start to braid underhand because I just can't braid overhand all the way down like that. Like I said, I'm not a professional braider, but as time goes on, I will get better. You can guarantee that. So this is where I like to braid my hair as tight as I can so that it can look neat and clean. Neat and clean, guys. So I do braid the hair all the way down. And like I said, I did use 3 pieces of braiding hair. Now, with adding the hair, I would definitely say you can eyeball it. It just depends on how thick you want the hair, or the braid, or how small you want the braid. Like if you want it super thick, I would advise you to at least add maybe like 4 to 5 pieces of hair. But I only added in 3. And then what I do is, as I get down closer to my bra, I do add in a 4th piece of hair to make it longer, because the braids are butt length. So that's what I do to give it that length. And I braid it as tight as I can so that, like I said, it can be as neat as possible. I want it to be as neat as possible so that it can look good and look like I went and got it done professionally. So yes, guys, I am braiding down. And now I'm going to actually speed it up. So now that I have finished, I just got done dipping my hair in hot water. So now what I am going to do is I'm going to oil my scalp. Like I told you before, I oil my scalp with all of my different oils because, you know, I just want to make sure that my scalp is greased, and I am on a healthy hair journey. So oils do help your hair to grow. And my hair loves moisture. So I just make sure that I oil my scalp. And I do this every night, guys. So a tip is to oil your scalp every night. So I have my castor oil and I'm going to oil my scalp. As you can see, I'm going to go in. La, 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 la. Going in, oiling the scalp. Putting that on. And then I am next going to go in with my mousse to set the hair, guys. This is so it can just look neat and very clean, and just so that it can set the hair so I have no flyaways or anything like that. And I usually do this every other night because, like I said, I sweat in my head a lot. So I do this every other night to set the hair so that it can look fresh and clean every time I go somewhere. So I'm just spreading that all over. You know the gist, guys. You know the gist. I'm spreading it all over. Y'all, why do I have this mousse on my forehead? Still didn't get it off, y'all, but that's okay. That's okay. So I have this. Next, I'm going to actually go in and kind of lay down those baby hairs. Now, y'all, let me tell you about this, y'all. I am a simple girl when it comes to the edges. I am just a swoop it up and go on about my day. I do not specialize in the swirly curlies when it comes to the edges. I have long edges naturally, so I just like to swoop them up the best way I can, y'all. I would love to learn how to swoop my edges, y'all, but girl, sometimes I can't get it, but you get the gist, girl. When I swoop it up the way I swoop it up, it's still, you know, it looks cute. So, you know, only time it actually looks cute if somebody does my edges, but you know, whatever. And y'all, I still got this mousse on my forehead, y'all. It's just sitting there, and I still didn't move it, but that's okay. You see, I'm trying to concentrate on swooping the edges, and it just, it's not working. I gave up because, I try to swoop it as best as I can. And if you're wondering what I use for my edges, I use the Cantu Perfect Edges. Like, the Cantu Edge Control, it gives me just the right amount of hold, y'all. I love it. So, yeah, y'all, look at these edges, y'all. I don't know what I'm doing, but whatever, honey, whatever. We are just getting it done. So now that I have tried to swoop my edges, now I'm just going to take my scarf because it is 2:00 in the morning, and honey, I am tired. I am tired. So I'm going to take my scarf. I'm going to set it, and I'm going to tie my hair up because it is time to go to sleep, and we have to protect the hair so that it can just look fresh and clean. And that is pretty much it. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and enjoy. Love you guys.